my feel-good breakfast show.
We know that concentration is absolutely vital to make it through our day, even more so for young children with developing minds. They've got to be fresh and able to take on board the massive amounts of information that's coming on, but also for their brain to develop in the right way so that they can really grow in a healthy and progressive way. Andrea, you've returned with a power punch of omega-3 here in front of us. That is our focus this morning, dealing with concentration and the wonders of this incredible fatty acid. What is it about omega-3 that makes it so special?
Well, omega-3 is an actual brain nutrient. If you look at the composition of healthy brain cells, it contains lots of omega-3. They talk about the DHA specifically, but those are just different types of omega-3 fatty acids. But essentially, it is building blocks for healthy brain cells.
So again, we have to reiterate how important it is that a young developing brain, not only in terms of them being able to concentrate and take in that information, but for the brain itself on a physical level to get those nutrients.
That's correct. If you want any part of your body to function optimally, you have to give it the right nutrients. So that's why we're going to show which of these omega-3 fatty acids and which supplements and food sources are important for optimal growth and development of that brain.
Well, we are lucky that they are there in abundance, in both forms. So let's start with our foods. How do we make sure that we are getting in our omega-3 fatty acids? What foods really sort of pack the biggest punch?
Well, over here we've got a display of plant sources of omega-3. We have the flax seeds or linseeds or the oil. And as you can see by the display here, to consume the daily amount that's required for healthy brain development is quite a lot. There's also the tin of sardines over there. Fish sources of omega-3 is always better in terms of the active building blocks for the brain cells. So the tin sardines, there's salmon paste, fish paste, which also is rich in omega-3. So those are food sources, but we've got to consume quite a lot of them. Yeah,
I'm looking at that flaxseed, and that's a lot to take in, even in a shake or something like that. So where do we turn then if we can't take it in on our sort of in terms of our daily diet? Where do we look?
Well, I don't think it's a question of one or the other. I think it's a combination. So obviously we will include healthy fish and nut and seed sources in our own diets and children's diets, but supplements really help to top up those levels, or in the case of a fish or a nut or seed allergy, to substitute the foods. For children, we have the omega-3 sherbet.
That to me is just incredible. That is so clever.
Yes, it's tasty. It's made from fish oil that's been deflavored or deodorized. So the fishy odor has been removed, but it still contains the goodness of the DHA and EPA, those very important omega-3 fatty acids for brain development.
Up to what age should you be taking it in that form?
Oh, right.
I would be quite comfortable taking it
now.
But...
Well, I must admit I do, because it tastes delicious. So it deals with my sweet cravings and gives me omega-3. But it's designed for children between the ages of 1 and 11 years.
Then moving on to our capsules, I'm taking then this is obviously what I would be expected to be taking.
Yes, the omega-3 capsules are then designed for children of the age of 12 years and adults. So that's another form to take it in.
There's been a huge amount of study relating to omega-3 and concentration on the development of the brain. Are we starting to see things like ADD and those sorts of very common, syndromes that affect kids? Are we starting to see now a shift? Are people finding hope in omega-3 and other fatty acids?
Definitely. It's not a fad. It's not going to go away because it's backed by evidence-based science. Studies done on babies, children, adults show how important omega-3 is for healthy brain functioning, but fantastic results of recent studies showing how omega-3 can help improve learning ability. And it's quite simple. The omega-3s in the brain cell is key for the information storage and retrieval process. And one study in particular showed how children with reading difficulty showed improved reading ability after supplementing their diets with omega-3 fatty acids. So strong vote of confidence based on evidence-based science there.
So I have to ask very briefly, one last tip summating all of that?
Well, the tip basically is don't forget to ingest omega-3 supplements or foods. Very important for adults and for children.
Yeah, I can certainly testify to that. And make sure that you're getting a balance of both. It is always great to take in those supplements, but also look for it in whole food state as well.
For every Vital supplement you purchase, R1 will be donated to the Vital Foundation to support organizations that fight women and child abuse. R1 makes a difference.